So chat, you know how yesterday, what is it? I was talking about my goals. I'm gonna be real with you. I was bullshitting my ass off. I was like, dude, I didn't have, because I didn't have yesterday when I wrote down my goals on the whiteboard, I didn't actually have anything like thought of. I just kind of like was an in the moment thing. I never actually had to give it any thought. So once I ended stream, I was like, you know what? Let me actually give this more. Let me actually like think about it more. Let me give this more thought. Let me lock in and be for real. Like be more realistic with my goals. Okay. So instead of having an end of year goal, because anything can happen, right? So instead, I'm gonna have a goal that I want to achieve within the next 4 to 6 months. All right. Let me show you what that is right now. Boom. Okay. So this is obviously a lot better than what I had yesterday. But when I posted on YouTube, it's fine. You don't have to see what I posted yesterday. What I goals I wrote yesterday. They're bullshit. Trust me. Point is that these are my goals for summer. Okay, the shit that the goals that I want to hit at least during the summertime. Okay, so I already give myself a time frame between June and August. I want to try to hit every single one of these goals. Now, what do these goals actually mean? Okay, so I wasn't actually very specific about it yesterday, and that's my fault. Okay, I was like kind of freaked out, not because of anything like, not because I was nervous to go live. Obviously, I'm not, but just because of other stuff. But now that I actually had like wait an hour for me to think about all these. I had to wait like an hour to think about all of these goals just to make sure that I know what I want. Make sure like, yeah, this is probably realistic for me to hit all of these by June or July or August, June or August. Now going through every single one of them. Okay, so first off, starting off is Twitch. First of all, let me show you the goals I have for the three platforms that I stream on. Right, so as you guys know, I multi-stream on Twitch, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. So for Twitch, here's what I got. Are you going to play a game today? Yes, I am. I'm going to play Dying Light 2. I think we're really close to beating it anyways. I think we're like 70% of the way done. And either way, most of the story, it just involves me trying to turn on the light, and I'm like 90% sure we have a boss fight coming up soon. So I'm happy about that, actually. Anyways, so like I was saying, these are the goals that I have up until June, right? So the first one's obviously for Twitch. I want to hit 1K followers, and I want to have 30 average viewers, okay? I don't know how well you guys can see it, but that's what I want to hit. Now, the reason why I chose 1K followers for Twitch and 30 average viewers, I'm going to keep it real. For Twitch, it's actually very fucking hard. If anything, I think that's the hardest one out of all of them, despite it being, like, not the easiest, but the most, like, I'll say the most, like, grinding one, for sure. Because, like, you really have to get your name out there, and you really have to have a lot of people pull up. But that's like I said, it's a goal. So the more I try to strive for this goal, the more I see it every day, then the more I'm going to be like, yeah, I can lock in for this, you know? Next one I have is for YouTube. YouTube, I think, is actually doable. YouTube is actually very doable, in my opinion. All the rest is gonna actually be very doable in my opinion. Okay, for YouTube, I want 10K subs, and every single time I post a video, I want at least 500 average viewers. At least. Obviously, if I have more, that's great. That's phenomenal. But just the fact that I have 500 plus more, then I'm good. I was the one who you can't add. Oh, what's good, Leo? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that, Leo. I was confused, bro. Because the thing is, whenever like people try to add me, I always get so confused on what's going on and why doesn't it work. So I apologize for that. But yeah, that's my goal for YouTube. I like I said, I thought about this a lot more. Now for TikTok, I chose 7,000 followers, and I want at least 2,000 average viewers per vid. Now, if you want to know why it's like that, why is it less than YouTube? It's because on TikTok, for some, I don't know how the algorithm works on TikTok, but it's actually fucking hard as shit to get a video to get past 1,000 views, let alone 2,000 views. I've gone past 2,000 views. I've gone past 1,000 views one time, I think. The rest of my videos now are averaging like 800 something views, which is bad, I guess. But I don't know how well it is for TikTok. That's the thing. So for TikTok, it's definitely a bigger grind for sure. And for TikTok, I want 7K followers, which I also think it's hard, but it's also doable. Okay, like I said, like nothing about this list is gonna be like, oh yeah, this one's easier than the other. No, they're all hard. It's just some I have to grind for a little bit more, and Twitch is probably gonna be the hardest one I need to do that with. Now, those are the three goals that I have. Okay, for the three platforms that I stream on. Okay, Notice how I didn't put Instagram. Y'all know I also post on Instagram as well. If you don't know, I post on Instagram. Right, right there. Yeah, I like. Hey, appreciate it, Leo. But what is it on Instagram? I like that one's just automatic. Like I'm not too worried about Instagram because Instagram I get like the most views from, which I'm happy about. Now the other stuff that I want to do during this time, like get, but not only get better at, but all the stuff that I want to achieve and I want to do by June, by the time frame of June and August, is this. I want to do IRL content. Okay. So last night I was messing around. What's up, Silverark? I was messing around with my phone last night, right? I don't know why it's there. It is. Okay. And I eventually, like, I really had to lock in, just think about, okay, how do I actually try to go IRL just using my phone and stuff like that? I've actually found an app that finally let me do it. Problem though, 1v1 me, doubt you. I'm not. No, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not 1v1 you. Today is not one of those days, bro. Today's gonna be like a chill day of me gaming. You guys talk to me. You guys can pull up for the game that I'm playing, but you don't have to, obviously. But yeah, 1v1 me, doubt you. Never doubted you. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, like I said, I want to do more. I want to get into like IRL content. Now, I don't know how it's gonna work because as of right now, I could do it. I really could do it if I wanted to. There's just like a very, very, very small problem. I think you guys can relate to this too. I need another phone. Okay, that's not because the current phone I have isn't is like good. No, it's amazing. I love my phone. It's the fact that I need two phones. One to actually use a camera as, and the other one to read the chat. So the thing about me going IRL is I can't go IRL in YouTube Shorts or TikTok Live because I use not a website, a plugin for OBS on my computer so I can see everything, right? So I can see everything. It's just me and you. That's cool. Yeah, I'm like, that's cool. I'm okay with that. I mean, as long as you're good, I'm good, bro. But what was it? Yeah. So I can't really go live like IRL on YouTube Shorts and TikTok on my phone because I'd have to go on Twitch to look at my chat. So that's gonna be a whole headache. I'm gonna try to figure it out, but I have no idea. And then on top of that too, by the time this happens as well, I want a cameraman as well. Why? Just because this would be so much easier on me. Granted, I can hold my phone and do this all I want, but it's just for the better angle. And besides, having a cameraman would be fun. On top of that too, the three things that granted, these three things, the first three things I want to get out the way first, just so I can like have you guys like see it and know that okay, yeah, this is where my mind's at, this is where I want, this is where my content is heading soon. The things that I really want, like the things that I want right now at least, I want to do 1000%. I want to do more collabs. I know we already done one with Dauntings, but I want to expand a lot more to other creators as well. Not just gaming, but also maybe IRL content, maybe more like real content, stuff like that. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know how to. Like I said, I kind of just like threw myself into this, and now I'm figuring shit out slowly, which is fine. But yeah, on top of that too, more segments as well. So I'm gonna move away from gaming, but not like move away from gaming entirely. Like I'm still gonna have gaming days where we're gonna 1v1 and I can play with all of you guys, and you guys get to see me game and stuff like that. But I want to move away from that as well because I don't want to be known as just a gaming guy, right? And on top of that too, I cannot stress this enough. The last thing I have on my goals, I cannot make this up. I am so tired, right? Because I'm putting up late nights of me editing videos. I don't know if I will lose Wi-Fi. You're good, Leo, bro. Don't forget, you can always come back to the stream, or you can just reset, or you can watch the video afterwards. I mean, do whatever you want. But yeah, the number one thing that I want on this list that'll make my life so much easier, editor, bro. I want an editor so bad. You have no idea. Genuinely have no idea how much I want to edit it. It's not the fact that I don't like editing my videos. I do like editing my videos. That thing is fine. I find that fun. It's just that I have a lot of videos that I have, especially the Pokemon series. I have an idea of how I'm gonna edit it, but it's gonna take a while for me to do it, and that's the thing. So in the meantime, though, I want to find an editor, but two problems: one, they're expensive, and two, I don't know where to find one. So like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like I have between 4 to 6 months to figure out how to do all this stuff properly and to achieve all of these goals. But this is where I'm heading, bro. This is what I want to achieve by the end of August. So I'm not gonna say by June, but by August, ending of August, I'm gonna do another update video on how well I did on all these goals, whether if I achieved it or not, whether I achieved all of it, whether I achieved none of it. If I achieved none of it though, dude, I don't know. If I achieve none of these goals, bro, I might just quit. I'm gonna be real with you. That's kind of crazy. There's no way, because there's no way I don't do that, bro. There's generally no way I don't do that. There's no way I don't complete all these goals. At least one of these goals, bro. But that's the time frame I'm giving myself. But yeah, now that I'm done with that, now that I actually gave you some, we actually gave you some proper goals for me to think about, I'm gonna have this up. I'm gonna put this up. I don't know where should I put it up? I think I'll put it up like right over here. Can y'all see that? If it's put it up here or no? Like, how well can you guys see that? If I just like have it, or if I put it here, low key. I think low key there is probably better because by the way, when I stream, I don't turn my fan on. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. W placement. Fuck it. That's how we're gonna do it. But yeah, that's it. Now let's get started with gaming, bro.